What is happening, my Android friends? Welcome to the ManDroid Daily. That's right, daily news, daily Android news from yours truly, the ManDroid. And I appreciate you guys clicking in. You guys are awesome. Love you all. So hey, let's get started. Hey, something happened today. A new device got announced. Something that unfortunately is not Android, but of course, it is still news, and we still got to report it. But yeah, the iPhone 6, as well as the iPhone 6 Plus. Ooh, what's that Plus all about? And the Apple Watch. Not the iWatch that everybody assumed they would name it, since they name everything else I something. You think they would have, but they didn't. And yeah, there we go. We got the iPhone 6, and I can't help but throw this out there. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny little comparison. The fact that, hey, welcome to 2012, Apple iPhone users. Yeah, you finally got some stuff that we, us Androidians have had for a couple years now, and it's comparing it to the Nexus 4 right here. This is from Ron Madio or whatever. I'm bad with last names, but yeah, he posted this. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It's a little ruthless. I mean, the way I look at it, guys, I could make fun of the iPhone like crazy. I mean, I will never own an iPhone. I don't like the iPhone. I find it boring. I find it dull, and I find that people just buy it just because it has that Apple logo on the back. I almost feel that if people were to buy a phone that had the same design, same OS, same features and everything, but it wasn't Apple, they wouldn't buy it. I mean, that's just that's just the way of the world right there. For some reason, that Apple logo just turns these people on, and it does that. But there's also the opposite side. We do have Android fanboys that will post just totally, no matter what, they're just like, oh, this sucks, I suck, I suck, and blah blah blah. And being in the tech world, and I've made fun of the iPhones before. And I've done videos where I've made fun of them, and I might do another one for this. I don't know, who knows? But you still got to be professional about it. You do, because no matter what, it's still new technology, and when you're a tech enthusiast, you want to welcome that technology. You want to hope that they're, even though they might be, catching up to where we're at, maybe they're making something a little bit better, and I'm excited for it. A little bit, even though that I'm never going to own an iPhone or anything like that. I'm always going to own an Android phone. But, you just got to kind of be professional about it and just kind of take it in, look at the features, see what they got going for them. And, when somebody asks me, like, hey, what should I get? I always look at them and I ask what they want, what are they looking for, and I've suggested the iPhone to many people. That's just the way you got to be. You can't be a fanboy. You can't just be like, oh yeah, iPhone sucks. It sucks, and that sucks. And then, you just can't do that. When you're a tech enthusiast, you got to be unbiased, really. And there's a lot of people that are extremely biased on both ends. Apple fanboys, Android fanboys. I mean, there's a clashing, sadly. Why can't we just get along? Hey, if you like that, that's fine. You like this, that's fine. Let's keep it at that. It's really not. It's not about who did it first. It's like, who did it better kind of thing. And I think somebody said, I think Ashley Esqueda said that, which is that's good logic right there, really. When you're in the tech world like we are, you got to look at it like that. You can't just be totally biased about one thing, There's still cool stuff there's cool features that are actually on this phone that I saw, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. That's fluid and everything like that. But but overall, it is pretty funny that they're getting features that we had 2 years ago, and it's what happens, And they also announced the Apple Watch, which is pretty fugly. Yeah, it looks very Apple. It's something that came out of Apple's butthole. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make fun of that a little bit because it's just, with all the anticipation for their watch, you think it would have been a little more fancy, and it doesn't look anything better than the Moto 360 at all, any of them really. But yeah, that's that. And then of course they had the iPhone 6 Plus, which is like their phablet versions, 5.5 inch screen. So it's kind of funny because I know like a lot of Apple fanboys and stuff that made fun of Android phones for being so big, and now they're gonna be hypocrites, obviously, because they're gonna think, yeah, I love the iPhone Plus and I love the big screen. But hey, welcome to the big screens. Yeah, it's cool, Like I said, I'm not going to be biased about anything. If you want the iPhone 6, get the iPhone 6. If that suits you, that's fine by me. Now moving on to non-iPhone stuff. Hey, the LG G Watch is in the Play Store for 180 bucks. They dropped it a little bit, so that's good. So if you guys want to get the LG G Watch, you can't find the 360 because it's pretty difficult to find. They're selling out everywhere. Hey, get yourself an LG G Watch. And then Motorola is getting some backlash because apparently after someone dissected the Moto 360, the battery wasn't as big as they claimed. Yeah, it turns out it wasn't a 320 milliamp battery, it was a 300 milliamp battery. Or, yeah. And then Moto answered, they said the typical battery capacity of the Moto 360 is 320 and the minimum is 300. In the mobile industry, sometimes both the minimum and typical capacity is listed on the battery. So they're kind of backpedaling a little bit. I mean, it's not big. 20 milliamps? Come on, guys. It's not that big. I mean, I know people were complaining about the battery life, but hey, it's supposed to be an extension of your phone, not supposed to replace your phone. So if you use it like a watch and just have it for the notifications, certain things, maybe the heart rate monitor, stuff like that, you can probably get a day. Well, alright guys, that completes the daily today. Make sure you hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to the Android Spin channel if you have not already. And visit AndroidSPIN.com for your latest in Android news. Well, alright guys, I am David, the ManDroid. And this has been the ManDroid Daily. Talk to you later.